Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo, and today we're going to take a look at what sold on Poshmark. I selected out the highlights of our sales from the entire month of November on the Poshmark platform. It's not everything we sold, but it's the Bolo brands and the really great bread and butter brands. Things I want to show you guys so that you know what to look for when you are outsourcing. And you're probably wondering why you're looking at a Macari sale, because we don't sell enough on Macari to justify making a separate video for the platform. In fact, I sell about one item a month on there. I only cross-post 5 things a day to Macari. I use the bulk option and list perfectly. It takes me 2 minutes at most to move 5 plushies. Because at current, that's all I'm moving to Macari. So we don't have a lot of listings on there. I don't spend a lot of time on it. I move 5 things a day. And we sell like 1 or 2 plush a month. We only sold 1 plush on there in November. And you're looking at him. This is Minimus. He's a Pegasus from the Disney show, Sophia the First. It's a popular kids show. I've sold some plush other characters. I think there was a rabbit and some other ones from that show. I'm not that familiar with the characters. But you guys, if you ever have a plush and you can't identify it, you can Google image search the image of your plush, and typically it will show you photos that are like yours, and you can find out the name of it. You can also always ask in my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. People in there are real nice, and they're very helpful. And we do have a lot of members in there with small children who watch these shows, so they can always help you figure out what character you have. All right, so Minimus was 50 cents at the Goodwill. I grabbed him because he was a Disney character. I like to grab Disney plush. I do really well with them, especially the less saturated characters like Minimus. And you can see the official Disney there. Disney Store, which is a good Disney plush. Disney Store, Disney Parks, Walt Disney World, those are all going to be a little bit better than your, Disney by Mattel or other brands like Fisher-Price. So Minimus sold for $20 on Macari. After their fees and the cost of shipping, we profited around $12 on the plush. In case you're wondering, when we ship items on Macari, we use pirate shipping. All right, now we're going to move into Poshmark. We sold this Lovey here on Poshmark. You guys, Lovies or Bolos? This is a Garanimals brand, which is like a Walmart generic brand, and it still sold for $17 on Poshmark. Lovies, if you're not familiar with them, are usually small squares, like a security blanket, and in the middle they'll have a small plush head of an animal or a doll. Sometimes it's like a whole small plush, but it's typically just the head and the arms in the middle of like a little square blanket. And they are called Lovies. This one was 50 cents at the Goodwill and sold for 17. So our profit was around 11 bucks. Next up, we have a FOA short seal. This was $1 in a wholesale lot from Greg that we purchased at the beginning of the year, right after the first shutdown. And FAO Shorts is a good brand, so keep your eyes out for that. It usually sells for a little bit more. For whatever reason, this seal only sold for 15, but we still profited $8.88 on the seal. And I've had a lot of other FAO shorts that sold for a lot more. He is a cute seal. Look at him. All right, next up is a Bobby Chan Silk Blend Paisley button front shirt. This is a really nice looking men's shirt. It was a small, so we thought it was going to take a lot longer to sell. It sold within a couple of weeks of being listed on eBay, and I think it was up on Posh for even less time by the time I got it cross-posted. The shirt came in a wholesale lot, and its cost was around $2. So our profit after the costs and the fees was $15.60. Next up, we have a pair of Columbia waterproof Omni Heat Tech Light boots. These were $5. I purchased them off of another seller that was moving to Germany, and she was getting rid of her inventory, so we went to her storage unit and shopped her inventory. It was pretty fun. We met her in the Boss Up group through Vicky and Katie. We bought a lot of stuff from her, and this was one of the things I did purchase. $5. These took about a year to sell, but they are size 8 men's boots, and I think that's why. After cost of goods and shipping, fees, not shipping, they pay shipping on Poshmark. So after fees and cost of goods, our profit was $20.08. All right. Next up, we have some Gap jeans. Gap's one of my favorite bread and butter brands. You guys know that. I do really good with flare jeans in any brand. These are flare. These are the long and lean, so they're meant for tall people. Anytime you guys find sizes that are specific for petite or tall, plus size or really small folks, those are good to pick up because those are the people that have a harder time finding clothes to fit and will shop online looking for them. These sold for $23. Our cost was 99 cents. After that and fees, our profit was $15.28. Next up, we have these BKE men's buckle straight leg Tyler jeans. You guys, BKE men's jeans are a Bolo. They sell for a lot more than the women's jeans, which have kind of been run down to the bottom, price-wise and oversaturated. They will look like this. They come in like Derrick, Cody, Tyler. They have a lot of different names, but they'll look like this, and they'll just have the men's name right here on the jeans. I did pay $6.99 for these. I pay full price for these all the time. I start them around $50 on eBay, and I typically take a best offer on that platform of $40 to $45. On Poshmark, I took a $35 offer because they pay the shipping over here. So this would be the equivalent of a $43 sale on eBay because I would have that extra $8 built in for shipping. So that falls right in the area where I would accept an offer on eBay of $40 to $45. So $35 on Poshmark for these is really good. Our profit after cost of goods and everything was $18.88. Next up, we have these Derrick Lamb dressy shorts. They have a really nice print on them, so I got a close-up shot. These came in a wholesale lot. They were about $2. I'd never heard of Derrick Lamb before. I was pleasantly surprised when I comped them, and they sold pretty fast. Within like a week of being cross-posted to Poshmark, they sold for $20. After cost of goods and fees, our profit was $14. Next up, we have these Silver Lola bootcut jeans. You guys, Silver is my favorite brand of jeans. I start Silver jeans on eBay right around $50, and I usually take a best offer, $40 to $45. A $39 offer acceptance on Poshmark is equivalent to around $47 on eBay because I would have the additional $8 built in for cost of goods. So it's about the same, a little bit better even. And I did pay full price for these at the Goodwill, so I paid $6.99. After that and fees, we still profited $24.20 on these silver jeans. Next up, we have a Pell Snakeskin textured leather jacket. Mistake. This was a huge mistake. I don't think we should have sourced it. It was 99 cents at a local Goodwill that hasn't been around since 2018. It shut down or closed. So that tells you how old it is. I think it's already sold once and come back. And it had damage all over the snakeskin part, and I think it was just 99 cents, and it was leather, and I was new, and I decided to source it, and it took forever to sell. I did just accept the $25 offer on it just to get rid of it when I finally got some interest in it. So I accepted $25 after cost of goods and fees. Our profit was still $19, so still pretty good. It just took a long time to sell. It's kind of ugly. I've never really heard of this brand. I mean, I do like to pick up leather when I find it, especially for 99 cents, regardless of the brand. But this is just, it took so long to sell. All right, next up, we have these JCPenney brand. So it's not a great brand, but they are JCPenney brand. And I picked them up because they were so bright and colorful and just so different. And they were only 99 cents. And they were a size 31, which is a little bit bigger size. So I did decide to get them and risk it. They're skinny jeans. They only took like a month to sell, so it was a good decision or a good intuitive move on my part. They sold for $17, and after our cost of goods and fees, we profited $10.48 on these. So those are the highlights of our sales from Poshmark for the month of November in 2020. And our one little plush sale on Macari. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Help us feed a hungry hippo. Join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod, link down below. Until next time, guys, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.